Steven Spielberg is one of the most well-known filmmakers in the world. He started making movies when he was a child in 1959. He made short films in the 1960s, and at the age of 9 he made movies for his parents. You may recognise his films that could be in Jurassic Park or his suspenseful movie hit, Jaws. He isn't just any director. He is a director that populates science fiction films and action-adventure films, making massive blockbuster hits in the summer. In this video essay, I will be diving into his life work and talk about how he created his films and stories, why did they become very popular, and why is he very good at storytelling, by looking at his most iconic films in each genre: thriller, science fiction and action-adventure. What makes his films special and unique? Steven Spielberg uses interesting camera movements like long takes, exposition and tension. Spielberg always thinks of his audience, and before the audience, film has no meaning. Spielberg doesn't just make science fiction, he also makes action-adventure films such as Indiana Jones and films based on real life such as Schindler's List and Saving Private Ryan. He is a genius in storytelling. He can tell stories in unique ways. I will talk about his 3 most popular films in 3 different genres and talk about why he is an author of making films and storytelling. The first Spielberg film blockbuster hit was Jaws. Jaws was Spielberg's 3rd film. The film was a successful hit. He created a film that was so suspense that led audiences to be afraid to go into the water. Look at this scene when the camera is panning close to Paul's face. It was told that he invented that shot. When he created Jaws, he wanted people to be afraid to go into the water. He created camera shots of when we don't see the shark until the end of the film, and even to this day the movie still holds up and it's such a good movie, which makes this film a true classic.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Steven Spielberg was inspired by Stanley Kubrick's film 2001: A Space Odyssey, which inspired him to create science fiction films. Spielberg also uses real-life situations in his films, like a conflict at a dinner table where 2 characters are looking at each other and they argue, or attention expressions of the faces are shown. Also, Spielberg uses adult characters not liking kids, for example Alan from Jurassic Park. He creates films to escape from his parents arguing when he was younger. He creates his films very personal to him as well and show the audience their emotions. Jurassic Park is Spielberg's well-known film. Jurassic Park is a film based on a book by Michael Crichton about humanity and science going wrong and dinosaurs coming to life. In the film, we see characters go through survival against the meat-eating dinosaurs when the park is shut down and the dinosaurs roam the island. We see the characters connected with each other, and even Alan Grant, who doesn't like children, gets along with Lex and Tim, the children characters in the film. What makes this film good is the characters, the story, the music by John Williams, and the cinematography and the camera shots used that Spielberg uses in this movie. The tension of sounds of a T-Rex feet thumping and we see the water in the cup vibrate. It's a very iconic scene, a very iconic shot. When Spielberg was making science fiction hits, he wanted to do other genres for the big screen. He created an action-adventure film with George Lucas that changed the genre forever, and that film is Indiana Jones: Raiders of the Lost Ark. The music, the story of the film and the characters was fun, making it a very entertaining film. The film was very successful and it made loads of money. Raiders of the Lost Ark is considered one of the best films he has made. The film is very adventurous of introducing Indiana Jones. We don't see him right in the intro of the movie until later on in the intro of the movie when he's walking, looking at his map, gets his whip out, and then the guy drops his gun, and then all of a sudden you see his face. You see half his lower body until later on you see his face. Indiana Jones is an archaeologist trying to find the lost ark, but it's not only him wants it, the Germans want it too. But what makes this film very good adventurous is the way that he directs this movie. The narrative is very good and the characters are very enjoyable to see on screen. They're very fun and the action sequences in this film is just phenomenal. Steven Spielberg has always been an inspiration for filmmakers and other filmmakers. He is really good at making films and giving an audience a reaction of emotion. There will be sad from scenes from Schindler's List, a tension scene from Door or Jurassic Park. He isn't just good at what he does, he inspires everyone and gives people nostalgic feelings. What can we learn from him is what he's created, and he's a very good storyteller. He knows his audience and what to expect from them. This is why he's very good at storytelling and making films. He can make any film for any genre and it will appeal to everyone. And he creates worlds to show emotion, and this is why he is an author of filmmaking and telling stories in film. And this is my further essay about Steven Spielberg, about how he's good at storytelling. And this is my further essay about Steven Spielberg, about how he's good at storytelling.